tell me again the difference between homeschooling and this that you're doing now. You don't say the name of your teacher, but just say the difference between your...
Well, at school, they made Washington seem like...
George Washington.
George Washington. They made him seem like he didn't know what he was doing. And that he was a complete loser. And he didn't deserve to be the general of the... or like the commander of the army. But here...
on this website or whatever.
Yeah, this is the
network that they
textbook.
The textbook, okay.
His plans they just sound so much better, and it's like he actually knew what he was doing. Like for example,
Don't say the name of your teacher.
He secretly went to Yorktown before any other British generals could get word and send troops to help. And he launched an attack and won.
What did your teacher say? How did your teacher make George Washington look like an imbecile?
He said that George Washington attacked the French he attacked the French that were coming to Britain to deliver a letter of peace. Well, it's like it's a smart play because he doesn't know if the French are coming to attack, so he attacks them, but apparently they were bringing a letter of peace. But he didn't know that, so it was just kind of like...
Okay, so...
sound like he didn't know what he was doing.
Does it make you... does one version of reality make you happy or proud to be an American, and one make you...
This one it's way better.
Yeah, so when you read Discovering Our Past, the History of the United States, online, because you're not in school right now, so when you're getting your information and you're studying through the internet, you feel what? Happier.
Than what school gives you, right?
And then when you get your teacher's version, does it make you? What does it make you feel about your country and being an American?
It's like, really?
Does it make you feel bad?
Yeah, it's like it doesn't sound so great anymore.
Does it make you feel guilty?
A little bit. I don't know why, though.
Right. You don't know why that would make you feel guilty? Does it make you feel guilty?
Well,
or ashamed, or what?
Just kind of like, I don't know. I don't know.
You don't really know about vibration, but do you think that it raises your vibration or lowers your vibration?
Lowers.
It lowers your vibration to feel like what?
Ashamed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That the beginnings of this country were like what? How would you describe it?
Very put into the wrong hands.
You can swear if you want.
No, I'm not gonna.
Okay. So, guilt is a 30 level vibration, and shame is 20, and this is what's going on when their kids are in school. When they're in school, they're given this version of history that makes them dislike George Washington, Christopher Columbus. Hey, John, did you learn about Christopher Columbus?
Yeah.
In school, what did you learn about him?
About how he was a terrible person.
All right, let's get that. Okay, what they teach in school about Christopher Columbus?
I kind of forget it, but I think it was along the lines of how he killed tons of Native Americans or something, because he called them savages, and how Thanksgiving is bad because it killed all the Indians involved because of American germs and stuff like that. So, but they didn't know that.
Okay, so do you think Thanksgiving is a time people should celebrate?
Yes.
Why?
Because they're trying to make peace with the Native Americans. not a bad thing. They accidentally killed them all, which was bad. But
You think it killed them all, or do you think that might have been
an accident? Not all of them. Probably not all of them.
anything else that history seems different when they teach it to you in school versus?
No, I should be back to
Okay, thanks. Okay. No, I'm not sending it to the school because that would just make his life harder. So my son does really well in school. But since he's been home, doing school from home, it's a different, it's just different. Versions of history. How can history be different? How can history that they're teaching in 7th grade class be different than what you learn online? How can that be different? How can everything be so different depending on who it's coming from? How can the news be so different depending on where you're getting it from? How? How can it be so different? And why are people so sure that their version is correct? The most negative thought is the egoic thought of, I already know that. I already know that. When the ego already knows something, it's nailed that truth down, and it only allows an information that validates what it already knows. So now, you got it everywhere. It's everywhere. I can go out in public and I can see who's getting their information from CNN and who's getting their information from 2 doctors in California. Anyway, you got to work on your third eye so that you can listen. Be skeptical, but learn to listen. But listen. But keep your mind open. See what's true for you. We don't all have to think exactly the same. But people really who need other people to validate their reality are going to suffer more and more and more and more and more. And some people allow the news to tell them what other people are thinking when they're doing something. If you want the truth, you have to listen to the actual people who are doing what they're doing, tell you why they're doing it. If you don't know about Agenda 21, Agenda 2030, and you let the news keep telling you why people are marching to open the country or marching for this or doing whatever they're doing, you're getting the wrong story and then you're reacting to it. I'm on a Buddhist humor page in Facebook, and someone in there, somebody posted something that was funny. Someone posted underneath, well, people can't even stay home because da-da-da-da. And the story that this woman, was posting was straight out of CNN, straight out of, left media, that these idiots can't just stay home to save everybody's life. These idiots. That's not why people are trying to open the country again. The UN has given a statistic of expectation of 130 million people dying as a result of everything being shut down. That's the UN. 130 million people may die because of the shutdown. Okay. There's another statistic, 1 in 5 suicides. So 20% of suicides are from job loss. Okay. When I lost my airline job, I was losing my house. I had to sell my car. Okay, it's hard to focus. My husband's talking to the kids. So.
Everything will go if you're not in bed before 10 o'clock. This is ridiculous. I want you in bed at 9:30.
Okay.
That's when you really should be in bed at 9:30. 10 o'clock I'm leaving.
So distracting.
In bed.
All right. So anyway, 1 in 5 suicides from loss of jobs, loss of employment. Okay. All right, that's a pretty high number. And after I lost my job, I heard everything you said.
Yeah, no more rose petals. It's clogged, the tub.
Okay.
It fills up, it clogs the tub, now it won't drain.
Okay. So I lost my job with United, and I went back to other jobs, but I had to sell my house. I had to sell my car, my normal car. House car, I lost my house car, my career. I cried on the floor for like 2 days straight. I mean, it got me here where I am now, and everything's fine, you know, but it's like, it's a big deal. You know, people who want to stay home, stay, you know, locked down, stay locked down. That's fine, you know, but it's not good for everyone. It's not, no one way of living is going to be good for everyone. It's not going to make everyone happy. Okay. And the guilt, you know, the situation is a mixed bag. So my son getting to do his work from home, he's still doing great. He's doing better now, without the stress of, you know, school. But he's also getting, he's not getting programmed by teachers that have an agenda, and they think they're right, and they think it's their job to program my child with their point of view. They do. They think it's their job, or they think it's an opportunity, you know, but they're not, what they're spouting is not what's on the internet. Okay. Now I'm just going to use it as a learning, as an opportunity to teach learning. So that's what it is. And that's what I'm going to make it. But, and I'm not mad, and I'm not going to, you know, I'm not going to send a letter. I'm not going to try and talk to the school. Okay. That's just what's happening now. But, people are being turned against each other at a rate that, you know, I expected. You know, I did expect it. In fact, I thought that when I had the vision of this lockdown thing, I thought it was because of civil war. Some of the people. Hi.
Oh, is this safe to eat? Like, does it have any bruises or like?
It's totally fine. That's perfect.
Or because the other ones had a lot of like fuzz, white fuzz and stuff like that.
Really? That we just bought?
No, like they were dented and they looked really weird. And the other ones that we bought have some white fluff.
You didn't throw them away, did you? I'll go look at them in a second.
Oh, I think you probably threw them away already though.
Who did?
You probably. Like I don't see many more though.
Oh no, those are eaten. We ate those already. Those are gone. All right, let me just.
Yeah.
No, I cut that stuff off.
Oh god. Okay.
Yeah. All right. This is why I never really make videos. I'm way behind, but there's a guy on YouTube that says, you know, there is a way. He has a plan of making it so that there can be like conservatively run areas and liberally run areas, and so changing the way it's done so that you don't have half the country throwing a tantrum all the time. Well, actually, you only see these tantrums when Trump's in. I've never seen tantrums to this degree in my life. But that's okay. It's just what's happening now. You know, it's very interesting too because I refuse to hate. If people who need me to hate Trump or anybody else, they almost give me. It's almost like getting an ultimatum, and I'm like, okay, well, you can just leave me alone now for the rest of my life, and that's fine. So it's been very interesting, just allowing my life to shift. Because if someone needs me to hate Trump or anybody else, I don't take orders from lower vibrational human beings. Anyway, it is what it is, and just move forward. But it really does lower the vibration of someone, seventh grader. It lowers the vibration of my seventh grader if he thinks that George Washington sucks, or any other way that our country was started and begun. So this leftist narrative. It's a really poisonous, negative, vibration lowering narrative. Now, I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about it at all, because I can talk to my son and teach him whatever, and also pop him out of the lower vibrations pretty easily. And it's interesting because my clients that have actual disease and sickness, the beginning is raising their vibration and making them choose things that will keep their vibration sustained high for at least an hour a day. That's somebody with an actual diagnosable condition. So whoever wants to be righteous and lower their vibration because they feel like crap about the country that they live in or whatever, that's their choice. I bless them. I respect their free will choice to hate the United States, or want to, their free will choice to try and turn it into some other kind of country. Do it. You are the one that lives with your own choices. But what's interesting to me with this whole time period now, it's April 27th. I don't think people with a negative leftist narrative understand that their narrative lowers their vibration, which opens them up to sickness, much more sickness. And it's totally fine. Like if they all get sick, because there's these two doctors from California that say the best way is not to wear gloves, not to wear masks. They have there's like almost practically the opposite of what's going on. And they're like on the front lines of the whole thing, and they're looking at their data, and they share their data, and they got interviewed by people in the media. Just the media is not what people used to think. I don't know how people have moved into the year 2020 still thinking that the media is the facts and nothing but the facts. I mean, there's been so many times they've been caught. So many times. The Kentucky range, where they pretended it was like, they were like yelling Allahu Akbar, and it was a gun range in the United States. It's like, that was not an accident, just so many. It's almost funny. But if you just heal your third eye and you can just see and feel what's true, you're going to just navigate your life so much better, because there's the world, and then there's your life. 100 years worth of time in a meat suit, doing whatever you're doing. And the people that are lying to you, Operation Mockingbird, they're allowed. The CIA was allowed into the media. Operation Mockingbird was allowed. George Bush Sr. Said he stopped it. If you believe George Bush Sr., then okay, but you can be skeptical and learn to listen. Just because George Bush Sr. said he did something, if you think that automatically means he did do that, okay, then your free will choice to keep believing media. But if they allowed the media to propagandize the people just to fight communism, like they did with Operation Mockingbird, whatever you want to do, you can do it. If you want to fight me, I suggest you don't waste your time on that. I'm not doing and saying what I'm doing and saying to trigger anybody. I'm doing and saying what I'm doing and saying because there's so many people waking up to the reality of what has been happening. Okay, and I'm here for those people, and they all of a sudden they get like a panic attack. They need to put in a garden or whatever it is. A couple people have done this. I'm here doing what I'm doing, saying what I'm saying for the people who are having a hard time waking up. That's why I'm here. If what I'm saying and doing is triggering you, you're not the target audience here. So please don't waste my time. Don't get in my way. And just keep doing what you're doing. If you're happy doing it, keep on going. Congratulations. You know, love you from here. You know, you want me to hate the right things, hate the right people in order to create a loving world. Maybe you're the one that doesn't get it. You know, if you want me to fight to create a peaceful world, maybe you're the one that's not quite getting it. Just maybe, you know. So I wish you all the best. I still bless you, forgive you, respect your free will choice, you know, and I love you from here. But I'm not doing what I'm doing for you. You're not my target audience. All right, so good luck with everything. And there's a big paradigm shift that we're in. A lot of people are, I'm catching people and I'm empowering them. That's all I'm doing is, they get upset. They come to me, oh my God. And I say, okay, this is where we are. This is the path forward. Empowerment is the way. Peaceful, powerful soul, highest potential vibration, and create. And the people that get it are getting it, and they're getting it like faster than I've ever seen. And the people that aren't getting it are really scared, and they're getting mad at me and people like me. They're getting really mad because they want me to just climb back in to the old paradigm, even though they're miserable. And I'm just not going to. Okay? Have a good night. Love you. Bye.